Surprise, motherfuckers. You thought you were gross with your period shit. Today, we're going to talk about a list of gross things that guys do.
If you guys want to check out the first video, which was of gross things girls do, link will be down in the description box below.
Click it! If you haven't seen it, it's amazing.
We gross out Adam with all the girl stuff that he probably didn't need to know.
You sick fucks. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You know what you did. 20 gross things that all guys have secretly done. Worn the same sweaty pair of shorts to the gym a handful of times. The thing is, if you do that whole wear them a few times, there'll be that one time at the gym where you're just working out and you're like, and you look at somebody for a minute and you'll be like, you stinky fuck, why are you coming to the gym stinking? And then you'll look down and you'll be like, oh fuck, oh that was me. And you're like, because it's a smell where you're like, I couldn't produce something that bad.
Cotton absorbs everything, which is great for a towel, but for when you're working out at the gym, it absorbs everything. You better wash that shit every single fucking time.
So I have done that. I don't do that anymore. Worn the same jeans for weeks straight. It is suggested by the CEO of, I believe, Levi's, that you should be wearing the same pair of jeans for like a year before you wash them. No joke.
I don't know if it's a year.
It's a year. Well, here's the thing. This fucking asshole doesn't sit on public benches, take public transportation, or really like hang around like anywhere that gross people have touched. He's a CEO. Me, if I go on public transportation at all in Los Angeles, I not only like wash my pants, I may even burn them.
I've actually never taken public transportation in the city.
It's disgusting. It has absorbent material on the seats, right? Like on the trains. And there's homeless people that piss and shit themselves and don't wash for months and months and months, and they're sitting on those things. So like if it were slippery, you could like get a wet wipe and wipe it off. Not possible. Flipped your boxers inside out because you were too lazy to do laundry.
I've heard guys that have done that. I just didn't know.
Disgusting. No, I don't do that. I do not. I worked with a guy who did that, and I saw his underwear inside out. I was like, he is not that fucking stupid that he accident like that. He saw Hanes backwards. He's a dirty, dirty bastard. I have enough underwear where I go fucking months, and like if I can't do laundry once every 40 days, like, you got a problem. If anything, what guys might do, they might go free balling. Free ball! Like the song from Tom Petty.
But if you free ball, then you probably should wash your jeans more often.
Absolutely, absolutely. But probably a lot of people don't. Or giving them the smell test. Underwear, you might have a pair of shorts where you're like, I wore those for 2 hours yesterday, and you don't go right for the fucking crotch zone, but you might be like, yeah, still good.
Okay, alright.
Bask in the smell of your own fart. A lot of guys do enjoy that. I'm just like, fuck, Jesus Christ, nah.
Really, like...
I don't get as grossed out as just like a friend or a stranger would to my own fart.
I've had guy friends that would like fart and like giggle about it and like be proud of it.
Oh, you smell that fart? Oh, I personally don't enjoy it. Delayed showering to relish in your own scent. There was a point in history where pheromones, I mean, it still works with animals, and we are animals, so it obviously works to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Although we've been taught to think like, I smell armpits, you sick fuck, you dirty scumbag. So a little bit of pheromone, especially if you wear cologne, like a little bit of mix of cologne and a little bit of that. If I smell just a little bit like a pheromone degree of sweat, I think it's not too bad.
The thing is, like, you can't smell pheromones like you do sweat. Like, pheromones are like, they're carried in the sweat. But
I feel like there's something in sweat where you're just like, that's some manly ass shit. That's just something where you're like I'm in the presence of a man.
That's why we have body hair in those areas of like the armpit and the pubic region, is to be able to catch the pheromones and the scent to project that.
I agree. Picked your toenails and left the remnants where they felt. No, I will like send out a search mission. Like, I don't know if you ever seen that movie, The Fugitive, with Tommy Lee Jones, where he's like, all right, we're gonna set up a perimeter and stop him in a 10-mile radius. Like, when I lose a fingernail, I'm like, I stop what I'm doing and I look around. I'm like, dude, no. And you can rub the carpet and hope that like it pops up. You got like little things popping up, and you're like, nope, that's hair. That's a ball bearing. I don't know what that's doing there. I'll put it back. I have a pair of clippers right in the console, and whenever I hit standstill traffic, I roll the window down. That's the sound that it makes. I stick my hand out the window and I clip.
That's so gross.
And I watch the light. It's gross. It's going on the ground. People throw cigarette butts out there. Cigarette smokers throwing their cigarettes out the window. You're fucking gross. But I'm okay with that. My fingernails, beep, beep, beep. Pick your nose and examine the content for color, texture, hair. I got tissues everywhere I go. No, I got them in my car. I try not to pick my nose. If I do anything, I usually do that. Don't pick your fucking nose. Blow it, and then after you do that, roll up the tissues and stuff it up your fucking nose, and then pull that out so there's no remnants. And on the occasions where they still wouldn't come out, you vigorously blew your nose in the shower. Yeah. Showers are like the best fun. They have steam, and I had a bedroom next to the shower, so I've heard guys, girls, everyone go in there and, you know, within 5 minutes. So we all do it. Stuck your hands down your pants, cupped your balls for a bit, and then sniffed your fingers. Jesus Christ, they got a video with it. Yeah, I don't really do that much anymore.
You do, don't you?
Moving on.
You do. Oh my.
I mean, you know.
Do you wash your hands afterwards?
You should. If you do inspect them, try to make a habit of washing your hands.
Please.
I know you won't. And didn't even bother to wash your hands. That's number 11. Some people, I think, do it when they're probably, you know, in the dressing room at Marshall's, and they're like, oh.
I've been in the dressing room with you at Marshall's.
At that time, I did not touch my balls. Sometimes you might be in a location where you're like, I had to do it.
What do you have to do? Why do you have to cup and smell?
I don't know.
Is it just like a man thing?
Science. It's an instinct. It's got to be, right? If everybody does it, it's not something you watch on TV and you're like, oh, I got to do that. Did the awkward sidestep to unstick your balls from your leg on a hot day. What, do you want to fucking drag that thing around? No.
The whole, like, physics of having balls just cracks me up because, like, they're so sensitive and, like, they stick to you.
You get claustrophobic.
I've heard of guys that have accidentally sat on them.
Mine are not that long, but maybe when I'm older. When they get stuck to your leg, it's like going into a sleeping bag the wrong direction. It's just, you know, the sidestep is good, but here's another one because that doesn't always work. What I do is I reach into my pocket. Hopefully you have pants with long pockets. You reach in and you grab the opposite ball and just and peel it off. I developed that one myself. It's trademarked. If you're gonna pull on your left ball to get your right one stuck off of your leg, that's a Gotsens. Don't you fucking dare take credit for that shit. Execute the pinch and roll when your balls are itchy. What?
Why wouldn't you?
What the fuck is a pinch and roll?
Wouldn't you just scratch them?
Pinch, roll.
Like the sack?
If you guys want to send a video of yourselves rolling your balls, send it to her Snapchat. She has lots of those coming in, so it might take a while for her to get back to you, but she appreciates them nonetheless.
Thank you.
Pinch and roll. Show her how to do that if you know what it is, or if you think you know what it is. Use your friend's deodorant to freshen up. I'm a germ freak. I think that's fucking disgusting. I caught my brother using my deodorant at one point. I called his work, and he wasn't there yet. I was so pissed. I wanted to yell at him. So I told his boss, I was like, you tell him to stop using my deodorant. It's disgusting. Used Febreze on dirty sheets to make them just like new. When Febreze first came out, people were like, it's the wonder spray. It makes everything smell good. It has a chemical, blah, blah, blah. That's what's known in the marketing circle as a bunch of fucking bullshit. They did it for a few years, and then you realize it's just a fucking stank-ass rag soaking up some perfume and just smelling like ass and still getting discolored. No, I do not do that. I tried it a little bit early on. I did it in my sneakers, I think is what I did more than anything. Stinky.
So this is an Aling lazy person pro tip when it comes to changing your sheets. So what I do is I sometimes put like 3 or 4 fitted sheets over my mattress. So then like after a week, I'll just take the first layer off.
Eating food while taking a dump.
That just feels like it's so like unsanitary.
If you're wiping and like, whoop, yes, gross. If I've done that, I could probably count on one hand what I have done, because sometimes you got to start the day and you need to move. You got to move things out your body. You drink coffee. Then took a picture of said dump and sent it to all your friends in a group chat. I don't know.
My college boyfriend one time actually called me into the bathroom to show it to me, and I was so disturbed by this. Why would you show your girlfriend that?
There's some like illusions you want to keep up in life and in relationships. I used to send pretty disgusting stuff to friends, like back when gross memes first came out, but I would never send them pictures of my own shit. That's just being lazy when you're like, hey, here's a shit. Like, get a little bit creative. Stood a couple feet away from the toilet for target practice. Your own toilet?
Yes.
In a bar?
Do you know that they have like toilets in Japan that are like actual little video games with like your stream, and so you can play like little games with you peeing?
They are some sick fucks over there. They've got their panty machines. They have women cry when they have sex. They use squids.
It's tentacles.
And that's supposed to be better? Found somewhere to masturbate when hit with a particularly stubborn boner. Nope. There's that whole becoming a sex offender that... If you're driving, you know, and nobody's around, you could slap it around a little bit. There's no explanation like out of it when the cops show up or somebody walks around the corner and you're like, but I thought no one was here. Like Charlie Sheen probably finds places to jerk off. I mean, that guy, he must need to nut like 6 times a day. And literally use anything within arm's reach to clean up afterward. If you don't have something to clean up with, don't start jerking off in the first place. Don't jerk off into your clothes or use them to wipe off. That was number 20. We made it through. Oh my God. Wow. So, women, if you're watching this, now you know some of the disgusting stuff that men do. Stop smelling your fingers with balls. You already know how it smells. It smells like earrings. If you had your ears pierced, you know what I'm talking about.
Does it?
They're in the same family.
I've never actively gone to smell balls.
Alright, so anyways, thank you for watching.
If you haven't seen the first part of the video, go to the bottom link. It is 13 disgusting things that girls do that guys don't know about.
Keep checking back on this channel. We're going to surprise you because we don't know when the hell we're going to release videos. We're irresponsible like that, and you should appreciate us for it.
Yep.